Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. Let's just give a bit of a moment for Artisin and Reks to walk up. It's a new single from them, Superpower. Like the storm brewed, red horse drew. I can't stop the pain for a few that's full of thunderbolt. Struck. God's finger they'll touch me. Angels soaring amongst me. Lucky I just find out who they are. The superhuman, the killer T, strippers on the planet. Witness the power of pure divinity. Rolls like Wolverine. How's it, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV, South Africa. So yeah, guys, we got two of the dopest lyricists from USA, Massachusetts. Yes, we're gonna be talking dope lyricism and the new album that's out in the 30th of June that's coming out right now. So yeah, they might get they're here. So let me bring them in. Woo! Yo! Oh cheese!
Peace.
Word.
What's up? Welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, good time, Reks.
Yo,
Artisin,
we in the building, fam. We happy. Let's go.
For sure, man. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV, South Africa.
Word.
So, yeah. Appreciate you for on.
For sure.
Send trying to hold back that smile. He's super excited. We out in South Africa. We showing love. How you doing, fam?
Oh man, it's been good, man. It's been a while. It's been a while since we spoke. You're Reks. Artisin, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
We freezing up.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah, man. Let's start, man. The singer. Whew. Powerful. So tell us, man, what inspired you guys to do this album?
You want so
Go ahead, man.
I know Reks for a long time, you know, you pushing like over 20 years, you know what I'm saying, knowing bro, and basically we work together in so we have a friend named Fuse who produces, and we would go to his lab and we would do tracks, and it was like a on the spot, like kind of like steel sharpened steel type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Basically what he would do is he'll make a beat right there in front of us, he'll cook a beat right in front of us, and then it's like, what you got, you know? What you got on the spot. You don't even got no time to write it sometimes. You just got so like through like doing that stuff like that, and also Reks coming through, because I would record them, you know what I'm saying? Like I would engineer, and you know, and so we would get on tracks, and we just had this chemistry, you know, and we made like very dope tracks together, and we were just like, yo, let's make a project, you know. So we said about that, and then you know, the name Kill Writer's Block basically came, you know, from like a track, the title track, you know, like basically it was the mentality of, you know, taking a negative thing, like having writer's block, personifying it, and then attacking it, you know, and so yeah, and he, you know, he chose the road. I didn't really expect it to be the name of the album like that. He chose the road with it, and I was with it, and I was like, yo, honored, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how you know, it all came about basically.
Yeah, I think with Sendo, like he has a tendency to like kind of downplay his genius, like with a lot of the approach. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, because like the Kill Writers Block, that idea, it kind of like it already it named itself. Like I didn't have anything. Like he had this concept that was bigger than just the name, like talking about killing all these different negative things in our life. And in that vision, I was like, you know, it can be so much bigger than even just one album. The way he was coming together with with this concept. So, Kill Writer's Block, like it was like in my mind a no-brainer to name it that, as long as he was down with it. And I'm just so happy that we have this opportunity to work together, because we put a lot of effort into this. We did a release party that was really successful back home. Shout out to everybody who came through and supported, gave us our thumbs up, let us know that the project's ready to go to take flight. So we're just excited. We have like a few weeks left to go, and we're full-fledged ahead, man.
Word. And speaking of how you guys came up with ideas, and then what inspired the duo name AR-16?
Yeah, so AR-16 is like, we rapid fire with the bars. There's a rare piece of machinery, like, I don't know how it is there, but like, we don't want to promote anything violent, but the mind frame that we're talking about, like an AR-16 being an automatic rifle, that's like kind of like rapid fire. And both of us got like a spit and delivery that's raw, and it's like rugged, and it's like one of those rare pieces of machinery. Because people know an AR-15, but an AR-16 is like one of those rare breeds of weaponry. And that's who we are. We're like a rare piece of machinery that comes out, and it's a play on the word 16, because obviously we spit 16 bars. So it was just we just thought it was a cool name, back to like the coming together of dope groups like, Mobb Deep, and the ones that we love growing up, like we wanted to salute them, kind of like, and show some respect with a name like AR-16.
Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful. And how is the process of creating the album? Because I know you guys have a lot of strong features right there.
We don't like the color and the lines, So like we try to find a way to, like, what I'm thinking about is I'm trying to find a kind of individual way to come off and that has an impact, whether it be like the opening line or the subject matter. And I mean, I think, Rex is kind of like the same, if not similar, like how he just comes in like, we don't want you to expect how we're gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it resonates in the whole, the whole afterthought of everything. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely, I agree. I think full force when tagging up with somebody with his ability as a writer, as an MC, but also as a producer. Big for me is like, I'm a big fan of rappers who are also producers, or producers who always also rappers. But not everyone can do like both exceptional. Sin's like kind of like a rare artist in that way. Not, no disrespect to UMCs that out there looking to produce, and producers who are out there looking to rhyme. Listen, but not every
battle every rapper producer.
Profound with both. My brother Artisin is profound at both.
Yeah.
I pride myself on my penmanship, like the skill set that I have with my pen, and I stay in my lane. I can make beats, but I'm like, I'm no artisan. You know what I mean? So that's I just got to make it clear. It's dope to be able to like work with somebody of his caliber and talent.
I appreciate it.
Wow.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say like that. Like I appreciate my connection. I have a connection. I feel like I have this connection with music, and I'm not just saying rap. I'm just saying like melodies, notes, and all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that I can have that understanding. That has helped me thus far. But yeah, I mean, keep going though, just keep trying to find something new, something different, find that next new note that I don't on me I'll get hung up all day on the way like a G chord or something. You know what I'm saying? I won't even know how to read it as a G chord, but like I'll hear it and you know what I'm saying? And it just yeah, that's I don't know. That's kind of how I'm wired, I guess.
Wow, that's amazing. So do you ever like have a challenge because now you got two gifts and how are you able to balance that?
It's a very good question because yeah, it is a challenge. It's like and sometimes I feel like the first half of the year, and this is not every year, but like the first half of the year, I might be like more on with the beats, then okay, then the next half, like summer, now it's the bars, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I studied though, like some of the best producers. Like I heard some of the best music too, so I have like a good like drawing board to go off of too, in terms of how things go and how they sound, But yeah, I I try to just be innovative, but also like I I try to just come different, just come different with something. And I love the culture, and I'm trying to push and I feel like that's what me and Rex is doing. We pushing the culture. We're doing this to push the culture, and I
yeah.
it's getting
That
received
rotate.
as far as
Right.
receiving it very well, And Rex has also been a staple for pushing the culture. Like he's songs with DJ Premier, Alchemist, like you know what I'm saying? Just conscious songs with Pharoah Monch, like So he's so it keeps me awoke in that sense too. So that in that challenge, yeah, that I have also these dope ass MCs that are in my crew that I could bounce off of, and
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
and I also have this knowledge of music like that I can
yeah,
bounce that off of too.
yeah.
Word.
So, so since you guys made the name of the album Tour Riders Block, do you guys like have like a particular strategy like for how you cure the writer's block? Maybe other artists that they could also adopt and learn.
I would say like for me, if you don't mind, I'm me going in first. Like I would say uh artists should like look at every single thing and master the ability to talk about every single topical matter that you come across.
Yeah,
Tap into every emotion. Even if you're struggling, like if you're struggling with a concept and it gives you kind of a blockage, do some research, do something that like will tap like expand your way of thinking. Uh, Research not necessarily only being like looking at what other rappers are doing or what other artists are doing, but I'm thinking more in the lines of go out of the scope of like musical artistry and go into like poetry, go into reading novels or watch documentaries on great minds and great thinkers, and figure out ways they thought and ways that like Sin said earlier of being able to color outside the lines instead of being so fixed in the way you think that when you reach a blockage, there's no like kind of way of finding an outlet. I use that as my way of finding an outlet, looking at individuals who I aspire to think or be like, or um, to mold myself after. Like there's so many templates for me. There's so many templates in the history of the world that we can utilize as fuel and food. So that's what I have a tendency to do.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from both of you guys, do you have like any personal experiences that influenced this album?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We got a joint called Losses.
Yeah,
I speak on dealing with losses of family, just all the things that I acknowledge in my life that I may have lost or missed out on, or just for one way or another. And we have other personal experiences, like in the realness, got easy talking about his life, and yeah, the whole album is riddled with little bits and pieces of our personal experience. You got Rex another time, talking about people's perception of him, or maybe that he might. I mean, he could probably tell. I mean, he's here. He could tell you too more better for that. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's yeah. If you listen, there's lots of and that's what's dope about our project, because it's not we just talking just to be talking. We speaking from experience,
yeah,
speaking through real
that's
experience
right.
time, Yeah.
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 I agree with that, and also just to say, I like shameless plug. Like, Losses drops next week, so we already dropped Superpowers, and Losses is the next
Yeah.
single. So it drops on Friday the 13th, actually Friday the 13th in June.
Wow.
And we have a video already that we shot out in Denver, Colorado. We did our Black Cowboy thing, so we're super.
Yeah.
Like, we looking forward to showing y'all that video too.
I'm definitely excited for that.
Shout out to the Queen Papa, so we shot that video too.
Much love to her as well. And I mean, because I saw the one you sent me, Superpowers. Wow, that's amazing. Was it? What do you think? There's that era coming back of hip hop and into animation.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I would love to be like at the forefront of bringing the tangibility of hip hop back. Like,
Yeah,
where we could get back, where we could make somebody want to say, "Yo, I want that CD."
yeah, yeah,
Vinyl. Like, I mean, not to say that there's people that's not doing that, but it's like, it seems like such a lost art in the mainstream of things. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, and another shameless plug. We got like booklet, comic, coming in the project, so it's gonna
yeah,
give people an incentive to want to get the project in his hands physically, so they can see, and actually experience the story that goes along with it.
Yeah, because
yeah,
it's deeper than just the rhymes. It's deeper than the rhymes. There's a storyline that we put into like every aspect of it to bring that feeling back. Like,
Yeah.
people want to open a booklet and actually, we remember reading the liner notes and looking and checking who produced what, and that period is lost in the age of streaming. Like, a lot of young cats don't even experience that, where they open a booklet and they're like combing over and learning, and then they're researching and digging. And
yeah,
you don't research all back in our days. You research by like, going and copying records and word of mouth and hearing about somebody and going to see them perform. It was a different type of like energy that we grew up, how we had to learn about things. So you had to actually experience them in real time.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I'm not trying to knock the younger generation. However they find excitement from how they do it, that's how they do it. But like,
Right.
that was exciting for us. You know what I'm saying? That was, and it's exciting still to make this project. You know what I'm saying? And to see people's responses, how it's received, is an amazing thing. And yeah, I just want to bring the excitement back to it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, where people hung on to the bars and the beats, and because I mean, I look at a Lord Finesse right now, and
yeah,
not for respect, you know what I'm saying? But I knew about a Lord Finesse from reading those line of notes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and hearing through word of mouth, oh, that's a Lord Finesse beat. Oh,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got. I think that was missing in
In him.
maybe we can't change the world right away, but maybe we could spark something to change. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, absolutely.
you
For
know,
sure, for sure. So far, what do you think are the perfect or promotion strategies that you guys have used for this album?
We mixed a bit of the old and the new. I think
Yeah,
like we've done a bunch of the old and the new, and Sen and I were just talking about that, like some of the strategies we're gonna use, like in
yeah,
uh, deep diving into social media. But I'm an avid researcher and fixated on mastering my own ability to like weed out the middleman. Like as a black man in America, but as a black man on this universe in general, my objective is to take full responsibility and ownership on like the art, and that doesn't just include the creative process. Like I feel we need to learn social media. We need to learn AI. We need to learn the new modern tools that could be to our benefit and not to our detriment. And we don't have to be adverse to them. But we also are blessed with a gift because we're able to get out and do the guerrilla marketing, boots on the ground, knocking on doors, kissing the babies, doing the things that we need to do the old school way that like some of the younger generations don't know much about. Doing an in store, doing a listening party. We're doing some of that, and we're bringing some of that back. Whereas people do their release date, they come and go, and then they move on to the next project. But we're giving this project so much life with so many videos, and I'm excited. I'm super excited about the whole process.
it's that old way never dies. Cause like I'll tell a story. We went to Denver and we performed in Denver, right? And so this kid comes to the show and he's showing love, you know, and that's cool. But then we go to Salt Lake City or we go to Midvale. The next day we go to Utah, perform out there. And this kid from the show was there for the night before. So he's there, and when I go to perform a song, he knows a song that I did from the night before, and
yeah.
so he's like up there amping it up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of already knows, and then he's like, "Yo, two more songs," and and it's like that kind of promotion you can't pay for. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't, it's just kind of like you do what you do. You let it speak for itself, and if it resonates, they're gonna come and they're gonna show love, and then they get more. And by him amping it up, I felt like he was also getting everybody else into it too, like just off of the natural love of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's yeah. So yeah, guerrilla marketing or like face to face kissing babies, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with
For
it
sure,
All day.
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Never
Yeah,
dies. It'll never die. You know.
true, true.
And
Yeah,
lastly, real quick, the work we're putting into the art is so important. Like we're not leaving any stone unturned. So like when you look at the art, you can see that we put an effort into making sure the art looks like it's supposed to look. And when you see the rollout of the rest of the pieces, how the booklet's going to look, everything is going to be a testament to the work that we're putting in. And just the efforts we're putting into making sure that we are talking to blogs and doing podcasts and doing radio. We're doing radio shows all over the world right now, and we're going to continue to do that. And we're thankful for people like you who are giving us visibility in spaces where we don't really automatically have that kind of visibility. So shout out to Hip Hop Nation TV for keeping us alive in South Africa and doing the work for us. You know what I mean? Being the
I'm
boots on the
humbled.
ground.
The honor is mine.
Yo, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so honored, man. As a young person and having you guys, as my mentors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping I'm able to promote it effectively. Your projects, not just these projects, but also even other upcoming projects, you know,
Thank
and
you.
hopefully to just keep the culture of hip hop alive. And I'm grateful that you guys, as our mentors in the previous generation, that you guys are still here inspiring us, because there's so much more there's so much we've learned, and there's still much more that we need to learn from you guys as well. So I'm hoping, don't I hope you guys never ever feel like you are relevant, as much as you've said song, and he was excited about that. So yeah, I'm glad those false narrative, like old artists are no longer relevant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There isn't that narrative anymore. You yourself personally can
Right.
share that narrative. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very excited about being long in the beard, gray, and being able to say I did this when I was your divine reflection. I look very young and spry like you, like I was moving a different way with a
Yeah.
different issue. Now I
Yeah.
move a little more methodical about the way I move, but I'm still here kicking and I'm thriving, and I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. And it's a testament to the 50-year anniversary celebrations that they did around the world to celebrate and commemorate people like LL Cool J and Marley Marl and the Juice Crew and KRS and Ice T and all the people across the globe who were there, foundational pieces, and the ones who came before us, our goats, who are still here kicking and doing it today. Like Big Daddy Kane just getting his flowers from Jadakiss. That was a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? It was Jadakiss's birthday, and he's given the young next generation the scoop on why they need to be respectful and recognize their OGs. And so you giving us flowers, it keeps us thriving and going. And I'm thankful for you for
Yes.
keeping
Thank
us not only alive in hip hop in general, but specifically in the foundational space where it all began. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, music began in the Bronx, but it all began where you are. You know
you.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thankful. That's
Mhm.
right. It all began. Like not just this hip hop thing. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, I feel definitely like this is a blessing just to receive this interview. Just to know that what I'm doing could touch the shores of out South Africa, touch, you know what I'm saying, and no, I haven't even been there, and it's like it's there, and I'm not there. Is even more wow and amazing, and
Yeah.
if I can go and we could meet, definitely be, that love reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's blowing my mind. You know what I'm saying? It'll never cease to blow my mind that, and yeah, I'm like just excited because I want us to do this interview again. We can talk about it after it dropped. You know what I'm saying? And really go into, you know, can't even give it all away because and even if we did, you still got to hear it, to really know what we're talking about, But so far, what we doing is amazing. Like what we got, where it's gotten,
Right.
And thank you,
True.
appreciate you, you know,
Yeah, sure.
For sure.
for showing that love.
Yeah. And now you guys,
Yeah,
because I heard you saying that you guys were performing in Denver. Are there any performances the fans should look out for?
Yep. So we're gonna be in New
yeah.
Hampshire. Go ahead. You good?
Oh yeah. Well, the New Hampshire one is
Rap
the
night. It's gonna be rap night. On
twenty
June
second, right?
22nd. Yep, June 22nd. We're performing with Marcel P. Black, who's on a tour. Marcel P. Black is an artist from originally out of Baton Rouge, but he's representing Tulsa these days, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he's going to be one of the other major acts. Also, one of our young sisters from the ST family, Nim K, she'll be performing, celebrating her album release, which drops on the 20th. So it's going to be kind of like a celebration all around for the team. And then after that showcase, we're doing like a local community kind of thing at like a staple for us, the Middle East, in Cambridge, Massachusetts. This event called Freestyle Clinic, that's going to be on the 29th, the night before the album drops. And on the 26th, we go out to Brooklyn. We're going to be performing with Sky Zoo, Eddie Kane, Artisin, and myself. Shout out to our brother Eric from Skyloft NYC for hosting us for the second lyrical exercise that we're having out there. DJ Toshi, staple DJ from New York. If you know, you know. And just a who's who of dope individuals for a dope rap night. Obviously, Sky Zoo, Brooklyn legend. It's gonna be a great night, man. So we're excited, and we're gonna at that point we'll have CDs. We'll have CDs with us for people who want to cop a little bit early. You might get a quick little gift before the album drops on the 30th. We might be able to pick you up a physical copy. So
yeah.
Excited.
Sure.
Those are the three major things that we're doing as far as shows go. Did I miss anything, Sam?
No, I think you good. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the 22nd in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's the 26th in Brooklyn, and the 29th in Middle East in Cambridge. Yep.
And then in July, our brother Terminology is dropping an album with another one of our brothers. They're dropping an album on the 4th of July, and that project has a current single called "The Raid," featuring OT the Real, and
does that drop today?
I think we as a squad, ST the squad, we drop projects. But I think we're gearing up to do like kind of a summer invasion type of approach. Like we're gonna be hitting the streets, running all over New England, and kind of supporting each other's projects. So we're excited about that as well.
For sure.
Yeah, we're stepping outside.
And I'm hoping I'll be able to do a lot of interviews with the squad. Then.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, like just let us know and we'll plug you in.
All right. And then so you guys on my side, you'll send me the flyers and everything for the dates of the events, right?
Yes, we'll keep you posted on everything that we have coming up, so that you can you update your calendar, anything that you got going on, and we're excited about it. I am looking forward to getting out to South Africa. I'm an avid reader of I Write What I Like, Steve Biko, and brother Biko who is out in Switzerland, and he is from South Africa, and he's always tapping into the Zulu vibes and how we need to. We reflections, man. I already know what it is. The Ubuntu is in all.
I have a friend Biko too from South Africa, but I don't think we're the same Biko though. That's the thing.
Everybody has Biko. Everybody wants that.
Biko. I haven't seen him in mad years. Since like 07. Yeah. He put me on the J. When Jay Dilla did that album, on his deathbed, all that, the Donuts, he put me on that, yo, and he took a blunt ride and playing. He's like, yo, and we're listening to him, and then he's telling me how he was on it because he passed, God rest, and he's telling me, and I almost damn near wanted to cry hearing that album. I was like, yo, this is amazing.
Oh man, Dilla Donuts, legendary.
Yeah, Donuts. Yeah. But Biko.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to you guys coming this side, man. Because we're in the process of doing that. I mean, I already spoke to Reks. Arrow, Punchline, and others. So definitely,
You talk to
yeah.
Punchline. Have you ever built with Wordsworth?
No, with Wordsworth, I haven't reached him yet, but I'll see if I get any response from him as well. And with this, I think Talib as well. Yeah, I think I've
Nice.
sent a couple of messages, but we'll see if we got the messages just to make sure.
Anyone I can help with, I will help with. I know Sky Zoo I know Sky Zoo is a legend out there. He's a legend everywhere, but I heard the
Yeah,
stories of Sky Zoo in
yeah,
South Africa.
definitely. Like even one of my colleagues, man. Yeah. He has a picture of Sky Zoo. It's a great individual. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he got his stripes out there in South Africa.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to ask him about South Africa when we see him on the 26th, and hope we can
Definitely,
make moves to
for
South
sure.
Africa.
Yeah, that's the bro. Shout out to Scott Zoo, yo. Yeah.
Word.
What up? What up? Oh, geez, yo, I'm so thankful, man, for having you guys. I wish you a lot of love and prosperity in your projects, and not just only your projects, but even in your entire lives and anything that comes after that. Definitely, this is not the last conversation. Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Word. Thank you for having us, brother. We're
Yeah.
very appreciative.
For
Anything we can do,
sure,
if you need drops, if you need anything from us, don't hesitate. We got you.
for sure, for sure. Thank you so much, man. Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah, yo, appreciate you. My gratitude is
That's up.
eternal. Precious.
Much love,
You know, this
Word.
moment,
for sure.
much love, yo.
Yo, word.
Word.
Peace.
Yo, guys. Oh man. Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Uh blessings. Yeah, man. That was 8 hours 16. Two of the dopest lyricists from Massachusetts, USA, Reks and Artisin. So guys, do look out for the album. It's coming out on the 30th of June. Uh Cure Writer's Block. That's the name of the album. So yeah, you guys already had the dates. For those who don't know, my name is Pira, aka Ecliptic. So you can find me on Instagram at Ecliptic, and also you can find us on Instagram, Hip Hop Nation TV. As you know, I'm also here on YouTube. I'm on Hip Hop Nation TV on Twitter, and we're also on Facebook. So yeah, just want to send a shout out to everyone that's currently watching. Hectic 978. Oh, Saint Todd in the building. Shout out, shout out. The Clue, Trey. Shout out, Machi. Grateful guys. Thank you for watching the interview. And everyone else that's gonna be seeing the interview, shout out guys. Let's keep the spirit of hip hop alive, no matter where we are. Yeah. Peace. I'm out.